So my question is, do we have to decide between like faster development for developers and taking more time understanding customers' needs? And let me take you on a journey through 2.5 years of iteratively improving user experience, because it's the customers who we are really working for. I'm Jeronim, and I joined our amazing cross-functional Scrum team to build the conversational interface for AXA Germany. And our journey started with a basic FAQ bot, and along the way, we've built handcrafted solutions for our customer problems wherever it really made sense. So, for example, my very first pull request was, for example, keyword search, as many of our customers were using the bot like the Google search bar. And maybe there's more awareness today for bots and how conversational interfaces work, but that day, really the keyword search I implemented was really key success. And that's how we worked these years. So we put a lot of focus on creating end-to-end services to fulfill our customer needs. So these services were our most requested ones, something like changing their address, ordering new insurance cards, and the like. Besides creating new services, somehow at one point in time, it felt harder and harder to create an even better user experience. So we really asked ourselves why and went to problem analysis mode. So we really discovered that further scaling to new use cases really wasn't easy. We spent a lot of our time on implementing new, but rather static dialogues. As the project evolves, we added several layers of machine learning models to cope with the ever-growing knowledge base. One of the models, for example, was responsible for pre-selecting the next action, like the database search, in a rather one-shot way. So our customer managers, they kept really asking for dynamic dialogues. So we tried to expand our existing solutions to incorporate something like slot handling. While this enabled the team to add slightly more dynamic dialogues, these were still bound to Excel's database capabilities, because this is how we let them interact with creating content. So we kept improving and, most importantly, understanding what really matters to our customers. But with each change we introduced, the complexity really rose as we incorporated more and more handcrafted features. And this really brings us to the last point, which is like the conversation analysis point. It was just static. So we couldn't match really the conversations our user held with the one-shot question style of our FAQ bot. And it was really hard to transfer the knowledge from the static analysis of conversations to new use cases, for example. So we really had to fundamentally change how we look at our user conversations. So with all this acquired knowledge over the years, it was clear to us like we have to really fresh start. And but that sounds easier as it was. A major part of like 1.5, 2 years work is convincing the management to heavily invest into a new solution. So how did we do this? It was a crucial step to take away the nerd talk, like we all love to do. We all love to talk about NLP models and how we can interact better and bring in new solutions, but rather focus on the points that are really important for our management, which is to say, okay, using a better AI solution will also benefit our customers by improved guidance to the right answers, which was okay today, and therefore, which is the important part, to improve the success rate. And second of all, taking advantage of an integrated solution, which wasn't until now, because we use this Excel-based combination, which should allow the customer manager to create content more easily and therefore improve the pace of the whole squad. Technically, this meant two things for us. So first of all, we extract these end-to-end services I talked before into a kind of clean API. This decoupled our complex system so we could really focus on guiding the user conversations to the extracted services. And second, we had to find a solution so that our customer managers could easily extend the bot. So yeah, we investigated a ton of different solutions, but really none of them offer the same usability, control, and performance as Rasa. So yeah, hugging face there. This really enabled us completely rethink our approach and how we build and continuously improve our great bot. Most importantly, but all of the decisions we made were based on the learnings we held with our previous customer conversations. I think this is the key takeaway, that you really should evolve your bot step by step and really look at what your customer is telling you by looking into the conversations. So focusing on conversations is really key here. And with Rasa now, our customer managers are really able to use their knowledge from previous conversations and easily interact with new conversations, add new dialogues due to the Rasa X capabilities. Also, what's really important, take your management with you early on the process, communicate in a non-technical way to them. And what's really amazing is that we developers have now even more time for improving the integration with backend systems, because we decoupled the system. We are now really able to use the Rasa bot to transfer the people, to really better understand what the people want and to transfer to the end services they are using for. And for sure, all the data scientists are really more happy now, as they can focus again a lot more on the NLP part of the system and try to even come up with better solutions like knowledge search base, knowledge graphs, and so forth. So my question is, what are you struggling with?